This is Coach John Slocum. I'm looking forward to talking tonight specifically on how to make your New Year's resolution a success. This one, unrealistic resolution. Do you know 75% of all people in the United States are going to make a New Year's resolution. 80% of all people fail the New Year's resolution by the end of February. And get this, 92% of Americans fail their New Year's resolution by the end of the year. What we want to do now is we want to take a look at how to make that New Year's resolution a success. Is your New Year's resolution going to go to the gym and work out every day? You know what? It really shouldn't be. And this is a new year you're coming into, and you're making a resolution to become a new person, not the old person. So what you want to do more than anything is you want to start slow. You want to do that because you want to be able to build confidence and build self-discipline. What do I mean by start slow? I mean start by doing something small every other day. You want to avoid delayed onset muscle soreness because you know what happens the second day of DOMS? It's worse. And the third day, it's about the same as the first. And by the fourth day, you've totally, completely forgotten what you were doing, and your self-confidence is shot. You have no discipline on what you were doing, and you're not going to be one of the successful ones. You'll be immediately one of that 20% that drops out right off the bat. Number 2 is do your workouts by time. Set yourself up a block of time of 20 or 25 minutes. If you jump into a spin class, know that you're only going to spin for 15 minutes. So you're going to get in there, you're going to do the warm-up, you're going to go for another 10 or 12 minutes, and you're going to jump out of the class. Don't feel the temptation to have to be in that class the full hour because you're going to end up with DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. The next step, have a plan for the workout before you start. Don't just say, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out for 20 minutes. Walk in and stare at that giant set of cyborgs in front of you, the machines. Know what you're going in to do. Do some research. So have a plan of what your workout's going to be before you jump into your workout. Step number 4 is have a goal, but never, ever, ever should that goal be weight driven. You want to make a lifestyle change. You want to be very specific about what your goal is. Great way to do this, sign up for a race. My goal is I want to run a 5K in March. I want to do a sprint triathlon in October. When you pay out the money, you're gonna get it done. Number 5 on our hit parade. Remember that when you are starting out and you're getting this thing going, that a walk run is just fine. Don't hesitate to do these intervals where you're at a slower pace and kick it up a little for just a little while and back down. Guys, our goal is to have a successful resolution, and one of the ways to be successful is to gradually build over time, but it takes discipline. Remember, we talked about self-discipline earlier. The next thing you want to do, keep a log. Now, there's a couple of different ways to keep a log. You can physically start a book, writing it out in the book, what you've done. I kind of like the book idea, and you can look back and you can go, wow, 3 weeks ago, I couldn't even walk around the block. Now I'm going around the block twice, and I'm putting 3 little run intervals into that. You're getting better. Now, what do you put in a logbook? I would start out first by taking measurements of your body. Measure your chest, measure your biceps, measure your hips, measure your belly, measure your quads, measure your calves. Write all those measurements down. Losing inches is more important than losing pounds. Now, how often should we get on a scale? How often should we measure? Every other week. Never, ever, ever get on a scale every day. Never measure every day because the results will be very deceiving. If you're getting value from this video, make sure you jump down below, give me a thumbs up. Number 7 on this is going to be allow for recovery. What's that mean? We want to allow our body to totally recover from the stress that you put it under. And this is going to help you to lose that weight and to get that body tone. Some people would tell you, no, you have to run every single day. They're wrong. They'll tell you got to go to the gym every single day. They're wrong. You have to allow your body to recover. The next thing you want to do is you want to use apps. What do I mean by that? You want to get in there and you want to use apps like the app called Strava, or you can use Training Peaks is what I use with my athletes, or you're going to use some other app to track your fitness. So the next one, and I'm going to do, you got to stay hydrated. And what you use for hydration is good old agua, water. Water is great, but sometimes you're going to need to bump that with an extra thing like a SaltStick electrolytes. Those are great. And what that does is it replaces all of the minerals that are lost in sweat, the electrolytes lost. The next is plan your workouts with other people. How do you stay motivated to keep working out? If you're doing it by yourself over and over and over again, you need that self-discipline we were talking about in point number 1. But how do you keep that up? Find other like-minded, like-level people to go to the gym with. Now, this one is really important, how you eat. You have to change your mindset. We have to change it to food as fuel and never, ever, ever one of these fancy diets. All these different diets out there, you see them, they come, they go, they come, they go, they come, they go, because they don't work. You end up in a yo-yo situation. You diet, you lose the weight, you hit that weight goal that you had set. There's a reason why you never see a NASCAR pull up to the tanks at Wawa or whatever your local gas station is and pump 87 octane into their car. That same reason is why you will never see a race winner pull up to a drive-up window and get their food. If it can come through a window, it is not healthy in any way, shape, or form. If you go to my website, jscoachingsystems.com, there's 8 or 10 recipes there. It can be healthy and taste good. Step number 12 is build a workout schedule and stick to it. Write it down on a calendar. Make it a schedule, just like you would schedule school, just like you'd schedule work, just like you'd schedule picking the kids up from soccer practice. It is something that you have to schedule into your day, fits into your lifestyle, and is sustainable. Now, if you're having a problem with that, if you have no idea how to build a schedule, you have no idea what kind of workouts you're gonna do, you have no idea how to get this done, that's where someone like myself comes in. jscoachingsystems.com offers, and scrolling across the bottom, jscoachingsystems1@gmail.com. Email me there and tell me that you're interested in purchasing one of my 10-week for $10 training plans. I'm specifically writing one just for you guys who have New Year's resolutions, who are starting out from scratch. And how it works is I open a free Training Peaks account for you. You will get your training plan, will start on the day that you set for it. We will put that training plan. It will load 10 weeks worth of workouts, doing everything that we see here. It'll keep the log for you. It'll tell you when to walk, run. It will allow for recovery. It will be specific. It starts you off slowly. It builds your confidence. It gives you instructions on what exercises to do, how to do them. My goal is to help as many of you reach your goal at the end of your training period. If you've gotten value out of this, make sure you go down below, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment about what you want to do. You can hit subscribe, ring the notification bell, share this out with a friend who might have a New Year's resolution, who might need this. This is Coach John. Boom. I'm out.